Hey everyone, this week I'll revisit a topic I touched on a couple months ago that has the potential to profoundly impact all types of commercial real estate in markets all over the country. It's an evolving, longer-term trend that will likely play out over the next decade, but a significant milestone was just reached, and a significant event that could accelerate the evolution of this trend recently occurred. So I think an update's due. For the first time since 2002, the total annual imports from Mexico exceeded the total from China, reiterating the trend toward bringing manufacturing closer to the US. Nearshoring is a significant evolutionary trend being driven by geopolitical forces, manufacturing costs, shipping costs, evolving shipping route risks, and logistics trends. While this trend could significantly affect industrial space demand across the US, I think the impact will be even bigger than that. Supply chain changes of this magnitude could influence where jobs are created, and that would influence space demand for all types of real estate: housing, self-storage, retail, and pretty much every other type. In my mid-January video, I highlighted how reduced shipping through the Suez and Panama canals has put upward pressure on shipping costs, and that trend has continued. The cost to move a container from China to the US West Coast was about $1,700 last December. When I did the video in mid-January, the cost was above $2,700, and in February, the cost was up to $4,800 per container. That's a 184% increase, or a $3,100 gain per container in just 2 months. Shipping a container from China to the US East Coast is even higher. It was about $6,700 in February, up by almost $4,200 since December. And those numbers are likely to go up even more following the February 18th Houthi missile strike on the British-owned Ruby Mar container ship in the Red Sea. If the Houthi rebels effectively shut down the Suez Canal to merchant traffic by driving up the insurance costs for ships to use the canal, then moving goods from Asia to the US will go up even more. Insurance costs for ships navigating the Red Sea have increased by 600 to 900% in just the last 2 months. And businesses are adding that math into their equations. In a survey last year, 42% of supply chain leaders said their company was taking action to nearshore production. That's up from just 11% in 2021. I suspect that if the survey were taken today, the percentage of companies taking action would be even higher given the recent shipping challenges. Ever since the pandemic, companies have been weighing the costs and the risks associated with shipping cargo halfway around the world to the US from China and Asian manufacturing hubs. And they've been comparing it to the cost of moving their manufacturing closer to the US. Both Canada and Mexico are prime options. Not only is putting cargo onto a truck or train and driving it to the US a lot cheaper than shipping it halfway around the world, but more importantly, supply chain resiliency and reliability may make the investment worthwhile. We're already seeing the changes in the shipping volume numbers. Comparing the first half of 2019 versus the first half of 2023, the most current data available, cross-border container traffic into Texas, Michigan, and Arizona are up significantly. Meanwhile, shipping traffic through West Coast ports, including Long Beach and Los Angeles, have gone down. Industrial property space demand shows the impact. Space absorption since the end of 2019 in Dallas-Fort Worth has topped 115 million square feet, followed by 89 million square foot gains in Atlanta and Houston. The Inland Empire filled 70 million additional square feet, followed by the substantially smaller Phoenix Metro that had 66 million square feet of space demand. I should also mention that San Antonio, a market with about 1/7 the industrial space of Dallas-Fort Worth, also had significant demand gains, absorbing 19 million square feet between 2019 and 2023. And Austin, which is even smaller with just 107 million square feet, absorbed 23 million square feet in that 4-year span. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this will be a protracted process, likely spanning a decade or more. We're starting to see the impact on the industrial side, but this is likely just the beginning. The supply chain evolution will likely only gradually influence other property types. But when you consider commercial real estate hold times, making a bet on where things will be in 5 or 10 years is the nature of the business. As always, investors need to keep their eyes on the horizon.